Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we are going to cover another very interesting topic related to medical coding anatomy, where we will be discussing about the equilibrium. So I'll walk you through some of the very important notes related to equilibrium, where we will learn what is equilibrium, what is the sense of balance, how it really works, what are the organs or parts that are involved during this process. So these all things we are going to discuss in this particular session. But before we proceed further with it, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released session first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow it sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for time being, we are just mainly focusing on equilibrium part. But prior to that, you should know other important thing that we have already covered in our series. And for that, you can also refer the Tech Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available in the description box. There you will find thousands of sessions available in both Hindi as well as English language. So without any language barrier, you can easily consume the content. And in case if you have any queries, questions or suggestion related to that, feel free to reach out to me through comment section. So I would be more than happy to answer all your questions there. Okay. Alright, so let's get started and see what we have in equilibrium, the sense of balance. So here you can see the definition wise, it's quite simple. Equilibrium means the medical term for the sense of balance, and it is the special sense that allows the body to detect head position, head movement and body motion, and allow us to maintain balance, posture and spatial orientation. Okay, so this is a term that mainly used to denote the sense of balance, and it is a special sense also. Why? Because it detects the head position, head movement and body motion, and it is the same thing that allow us to maintain the balance, posture and spatial orientation. Okay, and this word is originated from the Latin word equilibrium, which means equal balance. So we can simply say that equilibrium means the special sense of balance, detecting head position and movement to maintain the balance and spatial orientation. Clear? Now this thing is clear, like what is equilibrium, but what is the primary organ for the balance? So the primary organ for the balance is the inner ear. Yes, it is inner ear. So inner ear is the primary organ responsible for equilibrium, specifically the vestibular system. The inner ear is often described as bony labyrinth, a series of fluid filled canals embedded within the temporal bone of the skull. Clear? So I think this part is clear to everyone. Now we will talk about some of the key structure of the vestibular system to understand its location and functionality. So here you can see I have created a table with 3 columns. One is for structure, location and function. So in a structure we have vestibule, which is present in inner ear. The functionality is basically it houses the otolith organ. Then we have utricle within the vestibule, detects the horizontal linear movement and head tilt. Okay. Then we have saccule within the vestibule, detects vertical linear movement and gravity. After that we have semicircular canal, which is the inner ear that detects a rotational head movement. Okay. Then we have ampulla, which is the base of the semicircular canal, and it contains hair cells that detect fluid movement. After that we have cupula within the ampulla, galaceous structure. It bends when the fluid moves and stimulate the hair cells. Then we have otoliths within the utricle and saccule. Tiny calcium carbonate crystals shift with gravity and movement. Okay. And then we have endolymph. Endolymph is nothing but a fluid inside the canal. So this is the fluid that moves when the head moves. Okay, and it stimulates the hair cells. After that we have vestibular hair cells within the ampulla and otolith organ. Sensory receptor cell detects the fluid and otolith movement. Clear? So these are the all things that we should know as a key structure for the vestibular system. Now we will talk about the two major component for the vestibular system, that is otolith organ and the second is semicircular canal. Okay, although we have discussed these points like you can see, but let's try to understand it more deeper way, so that if someone asks you these kind of question in interview, you can simply answer that. So majorly we have three part: canal, plane of orientation and movement detected. The first canal is anterior canal, which is also known as superior canal, and the plane of orientation is sagittal plane. I'm sure like you know about these plane because we have deeply discussed these things in detail, right? So sagittal plane is there. Then we have movement detected is the nodding head up and down. So it detects nodding head up and down. Then we have posterior canal. Plane of sagittal is frontal plane, tilting head side to side. Then we have lateral canal, horizontal plane, rotating head left and right. Okay, so these are the three columns of the table that comes under the semicircular canals. Okay, now these three canals work together to detect the rotational movement in any direction. Okay, so whatever rotational direction is there, it detects that. Now movement of endolymph bends the cupula, which stimulates the vestibular hair cell. Okay, then blending of hair cell generate nerve impulses signaling the direction and speed of the head rotation. So these are the all things that we should know under semicircular canal. Okay, I think we forgot to cover the first component, but it's fine, like we covered this part, so let's cover the component one also, which is a otolith organ, which includes utricle, which is for horizontal linear movement, moving forward, back or side to side, and head tilt. Then we have saccule, which is a vertical linear movement, moving up or down and affect the gravity. Okay, after that we have otolith organ. So otolith organ contains otoliths, tiny calcium carbonate crystals embedded in gelatinous membrane. Then when the head moves or tilts, otoliths shift due to gravity, blending the hair cell beneath them. And then bending of the hair cell generate actually the nerve impulses that signals the head position and linear movement. Okay, so we have covered these two components. Okay, now it's time to understand some of the brain areas that involved in the equilibrium. So here you can see I have noted down 4 brain area. First is brainstem, then cerebellum, then cerebral cortex, then eyes and visual system. So the brain area, brainstem, is for it is the place where the first thing to receive the vestibular signal and coordinate the automatic balance responses. Okay, so this is brainstem. Then we have cerebellum that uses vestibular information for coordination and smooth movement. After that we have cerebral cortex that produces conscious awareness of body position and spatial orientation. After that we have eyes or visual system that works together with vestibular system to maintain the balance. So now we can say that balance is maintained by combining information from 3 sources, which include vestibular system, that is inner ear, visual system, that is eye, and proprioceptive system, that is muscles and joints. Okay, so I hope this entire portion is clear to all of you. Now we will talk about some of the common balance disorders, and as a medical coders you should know about these disorders. So here we will go in a way like firstly we will discuss the condition and its description. Okay, so first condition says vertigo, which is a false sensation of spinning or movement. Okay, so in this situation patient feel that everything around him is spinning, but it is actually not, right? So that thing is known as vertigo. Then we have BPPV, that is benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. Okay, so it's a most common cause of vertigo caused by displaced otoliths in the semicircular canal triggered by the specific head position. Okay, so because of some head position, if it displaced otoliths, then it caused this kind of issue, that is BPPV. Then we have Meniere disease, which is inner ear disorder, classic trait of vertigo, sensorineural hearing loss, and tinnitus. This is caused by the abnormal fluid pressure in the inner ear. After that, we have Labyrinthitis, which is an inflammation of inner ear, causes sudden severe vertigo and hearing loss. Then we have vestibular neuritis, which is nothing but an inflammation of the vestibular nerve, causes sudden severe vertigo without hearing loss. After that, we have acoustic neuroma, which is a benign tumor of vestibular nerve, causes gradual hearing loss, tinnitus, and balance problems. And after that, last we have prebiostasis, which is age-related decline in balance and function. Okay, so these are the all things that we should know as a condition and description of common balance disorders. Okay, so yeah, I think this part is clear to everyone. And now there is one question for all of you, and today's question is, what is olfactory bulb? Okay, you just need to think about this term. Just share your and then share your knowledge in the comment section, because when you share your knowledge, it will really help others. Let's say if someone is there who don't know the answer, so they can simply learn from your from shared knowledge, and then they can simply recall the topics. Okay, and also when you are sharing these answers frequently, it gives me the notification in timely manner, and it notify me that you guys are learning from these series, and on the basis of that only I will release more and more new sessions to it. Clear? So yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next session with new topics. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.